Hi, I'm Katie Manley. I work for the University System of Georgia at the Information Technology Services building in Athens. I am part of a group called the USG Technology Store, and what we do at the Technology Store is utilize the combined buying power of all the institutions within the University System of Georgia and negotiate software contracts on behalf of those institutions and get them prices that they couldn't get individually. So our vendors get more business than they could get individually, and our institutions get lower prices than they could get individually. So supply and demand really works for us. Part of what we do at the USG Technology Store is also use our contracts to negotiate work at home and student licensing rights. So that means that the faculty, staff, and students of the University System of Georgia also have the ability to purchase software for their personal use from us. When I'm not working at the USG Technology Store, I tend to spend a lot of time outside. I am a certified Georgia Master Naturalist, and basically what that means is I took a 9-week course through the University of Georgia's Cooperative Extension and learned all kinds of different things about native plant species, invasive plant species, trees, water, insects, including butterflies, dragonflies, different kinds of snakes and lizards, and most especially birds. So birds are something that's very, very special to me. I'm an avid birder, which is what you call people who watch birds, not necessarily bird watchers. And I'm very active with the Georgia Ornithological Society and our local Audubon Society, which is the Oconee Rivers Audubon Society. I'm actually their vice president, which means I proof a lot of emails for our actual president and make sure everybody's sort of on the same page after meetings. Part of what I love with birding and being involved in Audubon is there's always something new to learn. So I started with birds, and that sort of evolved into, what's that flower? What kind of tree is that? And from there, you find all kinds of other things like butterflies and teeny tiny moths and dragonflies and damselflies and things that you never really knew existed. And one of the neat things about that is I'm never bored. I have built-in entertainment everywhere I go. Even if I'm stuck in a parking lot or stuck in traffic, there's always a bird flying overhead or some kind of dragonfly, especially in the summer because they love the heat. And so there's always something to kind of keep my mind engaged and entertained. One of the things that I like most about birds is how they change over time. So right now we're going through fall migration, and for me, that means I'm spending a lot of time on Saturday mornings out in the woods. And this means the birds basically are going from their summer grounds, typically in North America, and then they're going back to South America for winter. So it's warmer there, and that makes sense. Then in the spring, they'll come back through and go to their breeding grounds that are further north. Right now, they've changed colors, so they're not quite as bright and pretty, and that's a little bit more difficult for me to learn. And they're also not singing different songs, so it's a little harder to pick up on too. So for a novice, it's something that's kind of a challenge, but it's an exciting challenge, and you get to meet a lot of great people and spend a lot of time with people that you really enjoy. And especially with this particular hobby, I spend time with a lot of older people who have a lot of knowledge to share. And that's exciting because sometimes those things don't get passed down from generation to generation. So part of the birding is also reading a lot. I love to read. And recently, all of my reading has turned towards more naturalist-like things. So lots of books about hiking the Appalachian Trail, lots of books about good stewardship with land management. I have tons of field guides on wildflowers, butterflies, dragonflies, different places to bird in Georgia, and also different books about shorebirds and how to identify them from their very, very subtle differences. When I'm not birding, I'm probably spending time with my husband. So he and I live in Athens, and we absolutely love Georgia football. And it's also football season. So this is an exciting time to be me. My husband and I also have a dog. Her name is Sam. We spend a lot of time outside with her as well. She loves to walk around, and she loves to sing, especially first thing in the morning. We rescued her locally, and she is a Black Lab Australian Shepherd mix. So that's sort of me in a nutshell. I really enjoy being outside. I really enjoy learning new things, and I'm a big fan of what the University System of Georgia does for all of our faculty, staff, and students.